Yeah,
mansion.
he said go back and meet with him. I like how they have the sorceress that they're like, we gotta take down the sorceress, right? And they're like, how should we do that? It's like, we'll just shoot her. Okay, is it a magic bullet? Does it, like,
nope,
have magical powers?
Which is why this goes so badly.
One thing I never quite understood about this, and we're about to see, is even if Irvine did everything correctly, would she have died? Or would she have even got hit?
Well, Irvine does take the shot, and the shot is perfect, but he does falter a lot before he does it.
But my question is, if he did it right away, would it still have not worked?
Yes. It definitely would not have worked.
And it's funny, because he, like, blames himself, like, the whole time and all that, and it's like,
Even in Squall at this stage, he's grumpy, grouch ass. Even he consoles Irvine for being fine.
Yeah, it's like, hey, they just had kind of a bad plan. Like, if I was taking down the sorceress, I'd be like... So, like, magic is canonically a thing in this world, right? So just, like, get everyone who can use magic all at once to attack her, right? Or, like, GFs are a thing, right? Call every GF at the same time, right?
You'd think so.
Whereas it's like, no, just shoot her. Is this the only time you play as Quistis?
Hi.
I'm obsessed with that in RPGs, by the way. Times where you play as characters that aren't the main character. So right now you were playing as Quistis for 5 seconds.
You do it a lot in this game, actually.
Do you really?
Remember when we split up between the missile base and...
oh, that's right. Yeah, you're split up for a while. Yeah, it doesn't even matter in FF9 because for long periods of time you literally don't have Zidane. But it's pretty special in 7 when you get to play as Cid when Cloud's all literally dead. Or dying. And you get to play as Tifa for a very little bit, I believe.
Yeah, FF7 has the biggest, like, longest stretch where you play as Cid for, like, 20% of the game, probably. But there's a reason.
People forget that. Oh, I'm so excited for... Oh, they better not change that in FF7 Rebirth. Or I don't even know if they'll get to that point in Rebirth. I want to play as Cid.
I mean, they said it's only going to be 3 parts, so they have to do a lot in Rebirth.
Right? Like, they're not going to do... Oh, man, what's a good ending point?
Like, they can't end where, like, spoilers, Disc 1 Eris dies. There's no way they can stop there. They have to keep going.
I would say they'd probably have to go to before the huge materia, right?
Yeah.
No, there's not a lot that happens after the huge materia, though. Yeah, that's a tough part to know when they would end. Yeah, because to have all of Disc 2 and 3 on one game at that point would be ridiculous.
Yeah, it would have to be like middle point Disc 2. I'm just not exactly sure where.
Well, they are going to change it, obviously, because they changed the first part, but it's like, where's a natural point? Oh, you know where a really good natural point is when you go to the northern crater and, like, you let the weapons and stuff out.
That was good. Yeah, it's a good tease, and then they can develop that crazy stuff for Part 3. Because I would imagine that Part 2 like is going to lay the foundation for most of this, and then Part 3 is like reusing a lot of Part 2's assets, but you know, doing the weapons and the ultimate showdown with Sephiroth.
Going back to getting the huge materia.
Yeah.
Going to back to Midgar, all that stuff.
I gotta pay attention. I think I'm following Caraway yet.
I'm one of these background NPC characters that is literally in the background.
So this plan involves waiting right in front of this gate with the civilians. Just stand here. It's like, great plan.
Yeah, I don't get it. Also, what's the deal with General Caraway's, like, long piece of hair that's in front of his face? Like, is he a general, or is he
he's a
Nomura character?
He's a Nomura general.
I guess your answer to that question is he's both. Is he a general, or is he a cute boy? Can he be General Cute Boy? Also, if Renault is 17, and the way Japanese RPGs work, would General Caraway be like 37 or something like that? Just assuming he had Renoa at like 20. So like it's like with I mean technically yes, you can have a kid as early as like 14, 15, 16, but in Japanese RPG standings it's like I can't imagine he's even in his 40s. And he has like gray hair and everything. I'm the ripe old age of 37.
So this is one of the dumbest things. This is the start of everyone except Squall being an absolute idiot. Quistis was like, I feel bad for down-talking Renoa for her dumb plan that sucked. I'm going to go apologize right before this very important mission that's going to change the world. Oh, we just missed her, and guess what Caraway just did? He activated his time-sensitive locked door.
That doesn't even make any sense!
But the only reason why they're there is that Quistis is like, I feel bad for Renoa, I'm gonna go back and apologize.
What? I remember this, but I don't want to remember it.
Even Quistis is simping for friggin' Renoa.
You're playing as Renoa.
So we can go down to the sewers. Yeah. And I think you can go get...
Dude, I'm just now remembering that Renoa is literally like Goku tier of like...
Yeah, there's...
I don't even know how to
Is this a
say
combat king? No, it's a weapons month, yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you have these... Oh, okay, without giving away. You have these special powers, Goku.
Renoa gets her special powers. They're mostly a burden. And she only gets them because she is right in the room when Edea falls. So, it is stupid. She is a Mary Sue, but most of the powers are, like, very detrimental to her and don't actually benefit her. In fact, she doesn't get her full sorceress powers until you do the Edea stuff. Because weirdly, there's 2 living sorceresses because Edea's in, like, cryogenic sleep in space. This game is just such a wreck.
Based. Dude, isn't there a thing where, like, 1,000,000 monsters fly from the moon or something like that? Spoilers. But that's a really cool cutscene. Why is she doing this?
Because apparently this will seal the sorceress magic. Oh, it didn't work. Because Edea's not a stupid idiot. No, her stupid device. Oh, her arm.
So cool. That's
oh.
That's what I do. If I had powers like Edea, every time someone was walking into the store with a box of games that they didn't call ahead of time, I would just
do that exactly.
Make them like just carry them telepathically out to their car and just sit them back in their car. What? What? I guess I'm going home. I don't remember anything. Hey, baby. I'm doing things because I'm a sorceress, I guess.
She did the thing that was in the intro cutscene.
Oh yeah.
I do like her design though.
She said doors? Get out of here.
Yeah. I don't even want to go through doors.
I'm sure they mention it, but why is this parade happening again? It's because there's like peace.
I think they're just commemorating this moment of like Galbadia hooking up with the sorceress. Oh, Renoa.
That girl.
So right now, Renoa's mind-controlled. Quistis, Zell, and Selfie are trapped in a room. And Squall and Irvine are just standing like dumb butts in the middle of the crowd. So I guess Edea also has, like, mind control powers. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But it seems like she's, like, mass controlling this audience. Oh.
But it's not working on Squall and Irvine because...
But, like, Edea is, like, bad-mouthing, and she just killed the president, and, like, none of them care.
You might want to get that checked out.
Look at them, they're still so happy.
Dude, that background of those characters moving just gives me so many feels for so many PS1 games.
Yeah, it's so
Fear
great.
Effect, like just so anything that has like FMVs, but also static images, like Fear Effect.
I really miss the like making games on like animated like GIFs basically. Because it made, like, game development take so little time.
I know.
It's like, yeah, games look better now, but, like, it's like, between Final Fantasy 15 and 16, it was, like, an 8-year gap. And, like, I play 16, I'm just like, it's okay. It's like, cool. I have to wait a literal decade for the next one, probably. But back then, it was like, boom, Final Fantasy 7, 97. Final Fantasy 8 in 99, Final Fantasy 9 in 2000, Final Fantasy 10 also in 2001. It's like, man, dude.
You could play sports games and get them every year. But they're also the worst.
They're awful, and they only care about the online gambling component.
Yeah. But that's why the next game I play after Saga Frontier is literally an old sports game, because part of it's because I want to enjoy it, but another part is I want to show Trevor how awesome these things actually were back in the day.
Yeah.
And how much you can do, and how just awesome it is.
I like Caraway's mansion of having his hidden statue thing, needing a wine glass.
It's literally like clock tower levels. Like, it's just like nonsense.
Alright, all I care about is some countdown.
But yeah, that's why when you look back on it, like, Madden, for instance, from, like, 2004 to, like, 2008, every single one was incredible for different reasons. And you think about it and you're like, how in the world did they do that, right? Every time they would just come out with all this new stuff to do. And now you look at it, you're like, oh, Last of Us 2 came out in, like, 2020, and Last of Us 3 will come out in, like, 2050 or something like that. Just because McGraths. Just because every single blade of grass has to look fancy.
So that recent lawsuit case between Sony and the FTC trying to block the Microsoft Activision deal actually leaked Sony's budgets for those games. And games like Last of Us 2 had like a $220 million budget. And even those like garbage Horizon games had like excess of $200 million a piece.
Does that include marketing, or is that all together?
That's probably just game development.
Yeah.
Marketing, like whenever they do like movie budgets, it's always just like the production budget.
Yes, I was gonna say that. If they say a movie takes $100 million, it is not the marketing budget.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
The other thing that people forget about, like movie, like when people talk about box office, like a movie might have like a $1 billion box office, but you have to remember that that is like the total amount of money generated. Like when you pay for a ticket, like if it was $20 at a theater, like that's $20 towards the box office. But obviously the studios aren't getting $20; they're probably getting like $10.
It's pretty complicated. The publishers essentially of the movie get some of it. The movie theater gets a little bit, of course.
Yeah.
I believe it's the movie theater gets 20 to 25% of box office.
There was a video I watched that they said that the movie theaters get like 50%.
But here's the thing: as it goes on, it's more and more.
Oh, okay.
So like week 2 is like 30-ish. Week 3 is like 40, 50-ish. It depends on the movie and the It's not the publisher. What's the word I'm looking for? The company that releases it. It's publisher for video games, but it's something different for...
Yeah, I don't know what the word is.
Yeah. whatever. But that it depends on, like, each movie theater will have, like, something worked out with that, like some percentage. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. The general rule of thumb with movies, I just know this because I'm always on movie-related forums, is
r/movies.
r/movies. There you go. Is times 3. So if a budget is 100 million, then it wants to make at least 300 million to make money, because you got to include all the costs and the marketing budget and all that stuff. So when a movie comes out, what's a big stinker recently?
Oh, Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, okay.
Huge, humongous flop.
Indiana Jones had like a $250 million budget, which did not include marketing. So with that, it's like it had to clear 800 million to make money, and
Disney,
probably more like $1 billion.
So they had it was like a $325 million budget.
Yeah, okay, it was more than I thought.
Lucasfilm and Disney probably lost possibly $500 million in that movie. All right, so we really want to, these things for some reason have carbuncle. Make sure to get that.
I kind of like that, but kind of hate it. That, like,
most of the other draws make sense. These do not. So since we have Lionheart, there's a chance of us using cooler Renzo Kukin editions. So the chance of it happening is very low, but if it happens, it's gonna be epic.
Does it happen more as you go on?
No, it's just, I want to say that the editions themselves happen like less than 50% of the time, and then like Lionheart happens like probably like less than 5% of the time. Rough Divide is probably like 20% of that. It would honestly make a lot more sense because we fight Seifer soon. If we can like draw Carbuncle from Seifer, I think it might have been like a better fight to do it for.
That makes sense. But yeah, this plan, the more I'm thinking about it, is just like absolutely stupid. Like the entire plan is stupid. Like you also have to have the huge assumption that the sorceress is just gonna like go along with everything,
Yeah, and not have an energy force field.
She's probably stupid. Like, yeah.
This is something, this little hatch, I completely forgot about, and I was like, what do I do? I like wandered around for 10 minutes, like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, that is not obvious at all.
Rifle.
Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I always thought, it's in your hands now. So dumb. I always thought, back in the day when I was younger, that, like, the fact that... So Irvine's about to get ready and, like, just lock up. And he's gonna, like, end up not shooting for a little bit, but then he's gonna shoot. I always thought that, the fact that he didn't do it right away meant that Edea would have died, but I think looking at it now, like we just talked about earlier, it's like, she had the force field up anyway.
Yeah, I think like 99.9% chance she would have blocked it regardless of when it happened. And the only time that they would have shot her is the plan is to trap her in between the two gates underneath that underpass. So she had to been facing forward anyway, because the float that she on has a huge backdrop. Like you can't shoot her from behind.
Yeah.
So, no matter what happened, and the plan basically goes to plan, regardless of how much stupid crap happens in the middle. But they capture her in the gates. She's in the position. The teacups go up, and Irvine does take the shot, and it still fails. So, I think, like, no matter what had happened, she would have not have died. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. I'd be like, what? This is weird. Just the whole thing is very weird. Also, with how complicated junctioning is, it's very annoying that
cool sound
that was weird. That you have to constantly like change between these characters.
Oh, I guess I No, I just unequipped it for some reason. Alright, this place is weird, but it's mostly just like go forward. If we went over that ladder, it would have like brought us to like some garbage draw point that we don't need.
Then of course you can jump on those.
Yeah, whenever you see like those wheels going like towards a platform, then you just like jump off them, and vice versa. But there's not a lot of like tells for like what gates even open. No, we don't want to, because that's literally where we started. We did that just open this gate, and we go up here. Doesn't help that they literally reuse some of the backdrops.
You know what this reminds me of is Silent Hill. Like, this is like the non-scary version of the sewers near the end of the game, which is still one of the scariest places in any game ever in the history of mankind.
Yep. It's amazing how scary Silent Hill 1 is.
Oh, but you need to have graphics. No.
They should never...
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play the Silent Hill 2 remake. I'll probably LP it and just be like, look at this garbage. Look at this garbage.
It's gonna be so bad. And they should also never remake Silent Hill 1.
Yes, never ever. Hey, Irvine. Hey, Irvine. Alright, give me the gun. I will say this game still looks incredible.
Yeah.
FMVs...
I mean, FF7 just made infinite money, so they were just probably like, just pump it all into 8.
FMVs are not easy to, like remaster. I don't even know if they do anything for them, to be honest. So, like, this is, like, pretty close to what the FMVs look like.
Yeah, these are probably the source files, but they probably couldn't get it less, like, compressed, just because of the tech at the time.
What if you just stood there for, like, an hour?
So, a lot of crap happened in the middle, but they did their job. And obviously, Edea is alerted to what's going on, so she's gonna be on guard.
Yeah, so the second that goes down, even if Irvine shot right now, this exact second, I feel like she would already be like, whoop, I'm putting up my magic barrier.
The only way I could see this working is when she looked backwards, when she heard the back gate dropping. I think that might have been like the single half second they could have done it.
Yeah.
But good luck timing that.
That's it.
Please.
And this is, by the way, the entire Irvine character. There's, like, nothing left.
Yeah. They talk about... He's sort of the... Well, we'll get to it with the orphanage stuff. Yep.
It was straight on!
Yeah.
I'm gonna say... I'm just gonna... they never really officially say it.
Yeah, Squall literally says, your aim was perfect, just leave the rest to me.
I kind of wish... Because they don't go super, super crazy with it, I kind of wish that they... would not have had him clam up and just had it like her have the thing ready anyway.
Yeah, there's so many like detours to this. Like Quistis getting trapped in the room ultimately doesn't matter. Irvine clamming up ultimately doesn't matter. So it's a lot of... I don't know why they made it so like convoluted.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, this is... I guess they're trying to recreate the crazy motorcycle scene from 7. Doesn't land quite as well.
It's still pretty awesome.
I think the cool thing about 8 and just the graphical enhancements from 7 is that the juxtaposition between FMV and in-game like gameplay isn't quite as jarring because of the more realistic models and better graphics. So...
Well, hello? Was she giving the Elvis face?
Seriously, look at it.
Night.
Don't.
I love one-on-one fights in RPGs.
I think I get an HP. No, I do not want this HP. I am attacking myself. Should I? I might die. No, I think I'm fine. I'm definitely gonna go to sleep. Okay, it's not even close. I want to Renzokuken Seifer.
Why?
Because it's cool.
Oh.
I might Lionheart him. That'd be so cool. Thought I was dead, eh? Kept you waiting, huh?
This reminds me of,
I'm gonna say I can probably, trigger this. Yeah.
This reminds me of one of the coolest battles in FF history, Dying v. Barrett in FF7. Could not possibly get more base than that. So you missed it twice now.
I'm sorry.
Please, dog. Please let us
I got
Lionheart.
the 4-hit. Lionheart! Ah, it would have been so cool.
I lost. Gets hit one time.
The chance of getting Lionheart on the 4-hit combo is like basically 0 from my experience. Edea this time does not have anything to draw that's unique. I think she has some okay magic. She might even have some August spells if you come here, like, at a high enough level. But we are definitely not. What does she have? She has double, which is good, but you can get double before this.
Imagine... I guess it's not that long. I was gonna say, imagine if you died in this battle, like how much story you'd have to go through. But I think you get to save when you were Quistis like a second ago.
So there's a little bit of story you can skip, but it's not too bad.
Lionheart. Oh! Let's go!
Thank you, dog.
Oh my god.
How much is this gonna take? Oh my god!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. At least 16.
I think it's either 16 or 18 hits altogether. It's this one and then the ground stomp.
Wow! Essentially 8,000 times 18. Overkill? Overkill.
Yeah, I think she probably had like 3,000 HP.
Wow. That was cool. Imputencies.
And... Squall dies.
Yep, Squall dies. No! I love you now, Squall! I was in love with Seifer, but now I'm in love with you!
Oh man, I never noticed her. I thought those were her fingernails, but those are her fingers. It didn't look like she had any fingernails.
Really?
Just really weird fingers.
Huh.
Goodbye, Squall.
Suddenly I care about you! I mean, I get it. She's a 17-year-old girl.
I mean, realistically, Renault is now alone with the sorceress. It's like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah. And this is where Disc 2 would start, I believe, right now. Yeah, in fact, here, look at this.
Should we just call it? It's 10:07.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so next time, we're going to start by talking about squallisdead.com. But you can look it up ahead of time if you want to. It's either squallsdead or squallisdead.com. I'll do a little bit of research on it, so, like, I can, like... I already have my own theories, but it's like a theory... Essentially, it's stupid. It's a stupid theory made by fans to make the rest of the game make sense.
Yeah, Disc 2 onwards is especially, like, very weird.
The creators of FF8 are like, no, that's not how it was. Yeah. But it's like your own headcanon of being, why is this stupid? Oh, wait. It's the, you know the meme, I'm being stupid on purpose. That's essentially what it is. But we'll talk about that next time. Alright, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.